afternoon, folks, and welcome back to another episode of The Outside Noise. I am Taylor Hodges with HottyToddy.com, and today it's Friday, which means the start of another weekend SEC series for Ole Miss baseball. This weekend, the 25th ranked Rebels have number 24 LSU coming to Oxford, and yeah, it's the halfway point of the season, so it's kind of an important time of the year. And from this point on, every SEC weekend series matters, but from here on forward, they're going to be a whole lot more important. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the series. We'll have some predictions, and yeah, so let's just get into it. All right, so to get started with talking about this weekend, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I think Ole Miss is going to win this series against LSU. Number 1, they have the better pitching. If you go and look at just kind of the, who the starters are going to be, who the bullpen notable relievers are, Ole Miss just has a better pitching staff than LSU. And reason number 2 is fielding. It's kind of the overlooked, it's the special teams of baseball. If you want to look at it in terms of offense, defense, special teams for football, it's the hitting, pitching, and fielding for baseball. LSU is that, well, we're not going to say they're horrible at it, but they're at the bottom of the SEC in terms of fielding percentage and have the second most passed balls. That's something that I think Ole Miss can take advantage of. The third reason, Ole Miss has the home field advantage this weekend. The last time we saw Ole Miss at Swayze Field for an SEC series was against Mississippi State 2 weeks ago, and we all remember the Ole Miss losing all 3 of those games. So I think the Rebels will be coming into this game with a sense of urgency of wanting to show that at least their home fans that, hey, this is going to be better than the last time you saw us in an SEC game. So those are my 3 reasons why I think Ole Miss is going to get in, win the series, and yeah. So let's kind of get a little bit further into it, shall we? And based on what we just talked about, I do think obviously my prediction is going to be Ole Miss to win for those reasons. The only area that is going to be a red flag for Ole Miss this weekend is its hitting, and this is going to be it's the theme. It's been the theme for the past month. It's going to keep being the theme for this team until the season's over, probably. It's going to be a question of can they hit home runs? Can they, maybe not strike out as much, because LSU does strike out a lot of batters. The number they lead the SEC in total strikeouts with 408, and then Ole Miss is right there behind them at 390, and then also additionally, I guess another area where Ole Miss could take advantage is LSU gives up a lot of walks as well, 4th most in the SEC with 157. So that's another area that I think Ole Miss can definitely take advantage of and find some success. But going back, pitching, if you go and look at who the weekend starters are, I mean, Ole Miss has one with an ERA under 2. LSU has one, but it's their Sunday wild card, which he only has 12 innings pitched this season, so I don't know how much weight you want to put into a low ERA like that, especially when it's 0-0 for the record. But it's just a lot of the numbers that you like to see. The opponent batting averages. Hunter Elliott's at 201. Cade Townsend, who looked great last week, if he pitches like he did last week again this week, I think it's almost funny enough to just be like, hey, if Hunter Elliott and Cade Townsend are pitch like we've seen them pitch the last couple of weeks and are really on their stuff, Ole Miss can have this series won after Saturday and then go into Sunday looking for a sweep, which would be nice considering the opponent and the brewing rivalry that's growing between those 2 schools, or at least on the football side of things, it's really growing. Maybe not so much in baseball, but hey, maybe it's I don't know. I'm not the expert on that. So yeah, so the pitching's good. It's the hitting that's going to be the big question mark for Ole Miss. Can they get it done at the plate? They found a way to get it done at the plate in that last game against Florida, but it was this close. So the hitting's there, I think Ole Miss is fine. If the offense is more like the middle part of that Florida series where they went 20 innings without scoring a run, that's a problem. That's going to be really, that'll make my prediction wrong. So plan accordingly, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good series for Ole Miss. If they can come out, pitch well, be a better fielding team than LSU, which is not that hard to do, and hit the ball, take advantage of the run scoring opportunities that you get, when you got runners in scoring position or a runner on third with 2 outs, or heaven forbid you get to a bases loaded situation with no outs and don't get any runs scored. So we'll have people on site, on staff, on site at Swayze Field, kind of doing their thing. I'll be here doing my thing, and we'll have it covered for y'all. So be sure to come back, check out hodditoddy.com, follow us, here on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or wherever you're happening to see this. Be sure to follow us, and yeah, we'll have updates throughout the weekend. And yeah, but that'll be it for today's episode of Outside Noise. I'm Taylor Hodges, hodditoddy.com. Have a good rest of your Friday afternoon. Be safe out there, and we will talk to you again very